The corporate transportation merger that everyone has been waiting for with bated breath has finally taken place. Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern have finally achieved what a single railroad company has been unable to achieve since they really got off to it about 170 years ago now, which is a full railroad from east to west in the United States. And so it presents an interesting quandary because on the one hand, you could argue that it would lower prices because you don't have to switch between different rail tracks, right? It's the same operator. It can go on the same sort of tracks all the way across. The worry is that if that is the only reasonable method of transporting goods from east to west, that it basically presents the opportunity for a monopoly and control of that particular shipping lane, which means that they could raise prices. So that's really the question, and that's what the government's responsibility, you could say, is in evaluating these sorts of mergers is, one, is it going to affect the consumer in a way that is so negative that it is worth intervening in the private market? Because there's nothing inherently wrong with one competitor buying another. And in fact, it's what happens in a lot of different industries. It's happened in the food and beverage industry and the beauty and wellness industry over the past, several years, which is a consolidation, a buying up of the smaller companies by the larger company. But so long as the basic materials and the competition is, you can still introduce new products into the market. There isn't regulation that prevents new entrants coming in, then a lot of time it does bring prices down because you have economies of scale, which is that you have the benefits of, just like when you go to Costco and you have an economy of scale, is like buying things in bulk. So if you're buying things in bulk and transporting things in bulk and selling things in bulk, you have all of these efficiencies. So I guess the regulators approved it probably because rail isn't the only way to ship goods and services now, right? You have buses, you have planes, you have trucks, you have boats. Otherwise, I think that's the reason why it hadn't happened in the past, is when it was really just rail, when it was just freight, the risk of one company controlling the only full east to west line would have been a possible threat to supply costs.